that he's still writing, I got to the peak of my career as a medical consultant in the UK. After he left, because when he was in the church, he was a pastor, assistant pastor, because the pastor there is, in the UK is the son and all that. So he was an assistant pastor. He was running up and down as an errand boy. He has to drive Oyedepo because he's a medical doctor. He has to drive Oyedepo, the wife. He has to take. He didn't have time to develop his profession. He couldn't read because by the time you come back home, you are tired. No time to develop yourself. But thank God he stopped going to Oyedepo's church. As a result, he said he got to the peak of his career as a medical consultant in the UK. A Nigerian in the UK hospital who was not even bread and butter in UK before. I got my citizenship after I left the church. I couldn't get my citizenship. He couldn't get his papers. And he was paying, giving seed to get the papers. They were telling them to go and do this, to go and do that. Breakthrough will come, you get your papers. He couldn't get any of those things. He couldn't get the house. He couldn't get anything. Now, everything came after leaving these are Nigerian churches. He said, no man lays hands on me to get all these things, just by hard work. And I didn't do any covenant, anything. I didn't even give tithe. No covenant, nothing. And I got all these things. So he's saying, Pastor, please tell all those people who are watching you. Let me see what he's writing here. Please, Pastor, tell Nigerians who are following you on the platform to quit going to African churches. He said he's begging you. If you are in the UK and you are still going to any African church, he said, if you want to make it run for your life, go to white church. Go to white Caucasian church. Run away from Nigerian churches. Many of them are following you, Pastor, but they are still deacons and workers in these churches. They are wasting their lives in this RCCG, winners, KICC, and everything. That's what this man is saying. He made it thanks to the fact that he was able to get himself safe and run away from that somewhat national, from this cult called churches.
The earth is the Lord and the full thereof. God does not need no donation from you. Your giving is a spiritual transaction, not a donation.
So it's just messed up people. Your giving is nothing. God does not need. But God does not need it. So why are you taking it on his behalf? God does not need it, which is true. But why are you taking these things on God's behalf in the name of God? Robbing people in the name of God.
As long as we draw close to him, he will draw close to us. As long as we keep fortifying ourselves with knowledge and skill, there is no way we would not be prosperous. As long as we keep applying the principles of life that God has laid out for us in his word, there is no way we will not be victorious. The Bible tells us that he has already given us victory and he has sent us into this world to dominate for him. He said, I'm sending you out into the world to not just preach the gospel, but he said we should disciple nations. So hope this year you're planning to expand your territory, to expand to your coast, to reach out more than you did last year, to make sure that the kingdom of God is, spread abroad.